Colleagues, today I am going to discuss about the to be filed by unlisted public companies. Why Pas-6 is compulsory to be filed by unlisted public companies? The reconciliation of share capital means to match the records of the dematerialized and physically held securities with all the securities orderly basis. In normal parlance, it is reconciliation of the total share capital of the company held in demat form, the NSDL and CDSL, and in physical form by the shareholders of the company with the total capital introduced, issued and listed capital if any. What is reconciliation of share capital audit? Reconciliation of share capital audit report means a kind of audit report issued to the company's auditor for auditing the reconciliation of total share capital of the company held in the demat form with the NSDL and CDSL and also in physical form by the shareholders of the company with the total capital introduced, issued and listed if any. For listed companies, originally the reconciliation of share capital audit report was made applicable for only those companies which were listed on the stock exchange as per regulation 55A of the SEBI Depositories and Participants Regulations 1961. Subsequently, with this, the companies which were listed were required to file the same on the quarterly basis. For listed companies, it has to be filed on quarterly basis. Now it is compulsory for the unlisted public companies to secure an ISIN. Ever since the Ministry of Corporate Affairs has made it compulsory for the unlisted companies to secure an ISIN, International Security Identification Number, and also to smooth the process by converting their existing securities in the dematerialized form within a specific period of time and thereby issuing fresh securities only in dematerialized form. Form Pas-6 reconciliation of share capital audit report to public unlisted companies. Objective: reconciliation of share capital audit report on half-yearly basis. Objective behind Form Pas-6 is to file with the Register of Companies an auditor report of the reconciliation of share capital of the company. Provision: pursuant to Rule 9A of the Companies Prospectus and Allotment of Securities Rules 2014 as amended by Companies Prospectus and Allotment of Securities 3rd Amendment Rules 2019. Applicability: public unlisted company, deemed public company. Non-applicability: a Nidhi company, a government company, a wholly owned subsidiary. For these companies, Nidhi company, government company, and wholly owned subsidiary, this Form 6 will not be applicable. Dematerialized form. Rule 9A, issue of share securities in dematerialized form by unlisted public companies provide the following: issue and demat of existing securities. Those companies in which rule are applicable, it is mandated to issue the securities in dematerialized form on or after October 2, 2018 and facilitate the dematerialization of its existing securities in accordance with the Depositories Act 1996. Promoters, directors and KMP shareholding should be dematerialized. Before making any further offer of securities or buyback or bonus issue or right issue or entire holding of following class of persons, that is promoters, directors and KMP has to be dematerialized. Applicability of Form Pas-6. Unlisted public companies, Pas-6, applicable with effect from July 15, 2020. Form Pas-6 is in half-yearly audit report on the reconciliation of share capital, which is to be signed by the practicing company secretary, chartered accountant. So the Form 6 has to be signed by the practicing company secretary or a practicing chartered accountant. All information shall be furnished within 60 days from the end of each half year, 30th September, 31st March, for each ISIN separately. What details have to be filled in the Form Pas-6? ISIN, International Securities Identification Number, period for which return is filing, details of capital of the company. This table has to be filed: serial number, particulars, number of shares, percentage of Total issued share capital: A. Issued capital. B. Held in dematerialized form in CSDL. C. Held in dematerialized form in NSDL. D. Held in physical form. E. Total number of share B plus C plus D. Reasons for difference, if any, in A and E. Details of change in the share capital during the half year under due to any following instance have to be reported: right issue, bonus issue, private placement, ESOPs, amalgamation, conversion, buyback, capital reduction, forfeiture, or any other. Details of the number of shares and the fact whether intimated to NSDL CDSL shall also be mentioned in the Form 6. Prior details of shares held by the promoters, directors and KMP. Particulars about register of members whether updated or not. Particulars of total number of demat requests, if any, confirmed within 21 days. Particulars of total number of demat requests, if any, pending beyond 21 days with proper reasons of the delay. Particulars of company secretary of the company, if any. Particulars of the practicing professional who is certifying the form. Note: all information shall be furnished for the half year ended 30th September and 31st March in every financial year for each ISIN separately. Due dates for filing Pas-6. The due date of filing Pas-6 is within 60 days from the conclusion of each half year ending on the 31st March or 30th September. Note: you have to file within 60 days from the half year ending 30th March or 30th September, as the case may be. The half year ending time limit for filing is as follows: 31st March every year, 60 days from the date of the conclusion, that is of 31st March every year. 30th September of every year, 60 days from the date of conclusion of the 30th September of every year. Findings: the Form 6 enables us to report the audit of reconciliation of share capital of an unlisted public company, except the exempted unlisted public companies like Nidhi company and the companies which are specifically exempted. Due care is to be taken while filing the form, as it requires the detailed information of securities of issuer company, and also it involves the third parties like NSDL and CDSL. Effective 30th September 2019, every unlisted public company will be required to submit reconciliation of share capital audit report half-yearly in Form Pas-6. Thank you friends for watching this video. I think this will be more informative for you. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel so that whenever I issue a new topic in the future, it will reach you directly. Thanking you once again, R. V. Shekhar, Practicing Company Secretary.